Nancy Kulp's final interview ultimately confirmed what many fans had quietly suspected for decades, revealing a life far more complex than the gentle nostalgia surrounding her most famous role. Born Nancy Jane Kulp on August 28, 1921, in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, she was raised in a disciplined, intellectually focused household by her father, Robert Tilden Kulp, a federal revenue agent, and her mother, Marjorie, who encouraged curiosity, learning, and cultural awareness. Exceptionally bright from an early age, Kulp excelled academically and earned a bachelor's degree in journalism from Florida State College for Women, training that sharpened the precise, articulate communication style that later defined her screen presence. During World War II, she set aside journalism to serve her country, joining the U.S. Navy Reserve as part of the WAVES program and rising to the rank of lieutenant junior grade, working in aviation training with distinction. That experience instilled in her a lifelong sense of discipline, professionalism, and resilience. After the war, she moved to Hollywood and studied under Max Reinhardt, choosing to build a career not on glamour but on intelligence, timing, and character. Throughout the 1950s, she appeared steadily in film and television, with notable roles in Shane, The Three Faces of Eve, and The Parent Trap, before achieving widespread recognition in 1962 as Miss Jane Hathaway on the Beverly Hillbillies. As the refined intelligence secretary to oil tycoon Jed Clampett, Kulp provided a sharp, elegant counterpoint to the show's rural comedy, infusing the role with warmth and dignity that earned her multiple Emmy nominations and made Miss Hathaway one of television's most beloved characters. Yet the role proved a double-edged sword, as typecasting limited her opportunities after the series ended in 1971, though she continued working in shows like The Mary Tyler Moore Show, The Love Boat, and Fantasy Island, and embraced fan affection through reunions and specials. Beyond acting, Kulp remained deeply committed to public service, even running for the U.S. House of Representatives in 1984 as a Democrat, viewing political engagement as a moral duty rather than a celebrity exercise. Her personal life was marked by independence as well, including a brief marriage to Charles Malcolm Duss in the early 1950s that ended in divorce after 2 years, a decision that, in an era when divorce carried stigma, reflected her refusal to live by prescribed social roles. In her final years, Kulp finally addressed the long-rumored tensions behind the scenes of the Beverly Hillbillies, candidly admitting that her relationship with co-star Buddy Ebsen was deeply strained, describing a pattern of control and lack of respect that left her feeling diminished and emotionally exhausted despite her professionalism. Speaking without bitterness but with clarity, she rejected the myth of a universally happy television family, choosing honesty over nostalgia. Diagnosed with cancer in 1990 after years of smoking common to her generation, she faced chemotherapy with quiet resolve, and as the disease spread, she turned toward reflection rather than public life. Nancy Kulp died on February 3, 1991, in Palm Desert, California, leaving behind a legacy that bridged intellect and entertainment, comedy and conviction, and reminding audiences that behind beloved characters were real people whose truths were often more complicated than the stories told on screen.